Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. The fight's over. The dust has settled. The cobwebs have gone away. And Arthur Beterbiev is our undisputed champion. There's a lot of people saying this was a robbery. There's a lot of all that, all this, all that. The things that are always said. Nowadays, isn't everything just considered a robbery? What I'm going to say here is a close fight is not a robbery because that comes down to who you think won. That comes to a double standard. Everyone has their own tale. Everyone's going to tell it. I think we should get right into this. What I think happened in this fight. Go straight into it, baby. Beterbiev went in there and put the pressure on Bivol for all 12 rounds. Bivol put on some great defensive movement, kept moving around in and out. He did great. I think they both, Bivol did very well. He put on a great performance, but it just, there was moments that Bivol could have done more to win the fight. Moments that I was looking to see Bivol do something, he kind of backed off a little bit. Few rounds, for example, first two rounds, Bivol comes out. He comes out strong. He's starting to get going. He really has Beterbiev controlled. Next three rounds, those middle early rounds, Beterbiev started taking off. He kind of started babying Bivol, putting him down, landing those big shots. He didn't put him down, but he was landing those big shots on him, and Bivol was kind of just taking it. There was a lot of moments where you're waiting to see Bivol counter, and he's just taking it. Like for all those few rounds, he was just there. He would land, like throw a few punches and then just cuddle up and start moving against the ropes. A lot of times he would corner himself and just let Beterbiev just unload on him. And yeah, they weren't all hitting, but the refs take note of that. For example, a big round here, I believe it was round 3 or 4, when even the announcer said that people got fully babied right there. That whole round, he was getting babied. He was getting bullied around. Going into the next round, Bivol starts picking it up again. Bivol was landing the overall bigger, better shots, cleaner shots. Bivol was landing, but the pressure was all Beterbiev. The whole time, Beterbiev was just pressing against him, even though he was getting hit. I think Beterbiev's defense wasn't fully there a lot of times. He was letting Bivol hit, but Beterbiev didn't see phased. There was probably 2 or 3 times only after all those punches that Beterbiev seemed kind of phased by the punches. And even then, I forget what round it was. Bivol cleanly lands, I think, a 3 punch combo on Beterbiev, lowers his hands fully and tries to unload. Beterbiev counters. And a lot of things that happen here, every time Beterbiev landed a clean shot, this was the big difference in power. When Bivol was landing clean shots, Beterbiev ate it. When Beterbiev landed a clean shot, Bivol cuddled up and started running around against the ropes, trying to kind of avoid Beterbiev. And he wouldn't throw for the rest of the round. He would just go full defense and just kind of let Beterbiev score his points. Going to the late rounds here, this was still a close fight the whole way around. I didn't know who they were going to pick. No one knew who was going to be the winner here. It was so 50-50 because they were both having their moments. They were both having the things that they were doing good at. Round 11, I'm like, championship rounds, here we go. Things are about to get real. Bivol doesn't do anything the whole round 11. I was scaffolded. I was in shock. I was just sitting there watching, and I was like, come on, Bivol," because Bivol didn't do a thing. I think he threw a few punches, and then it was all Beterbiev. I was like, oh no, because it looked like Bivol was kind of gassing out a little bit. I think round 9 and round 10, Bivol seemed a little slower. He was following through a little too much on his punches, and he was kind of hanging a little too bit. And Beterbiev was kind of just easily landing. Round 11, especially because Bivol was just cuddled up and he would go against the ropes, go against the corners, and Beterbiev was just unloading with everything he's got. And you could tell Bivol was looking a little tired. But round 12, he came out. But Bivol came out at 12 and he was firing, gun blazing. And they were both blazing at each other. But the thing was that those other rounds, we need to see that. Those moments where you start holding in all your power for later on. Because what he was doing was he was storing his energy. Because at the end of the day, Bivol was the one bouncing around the whole time. Beterbiev is marching down. Bivol's the one using all that extra energy to avoid the punches of Beterbiev. Beterbiev just says, you know what? If I get hit, I get hit. I'm going at you. I'm pressuring you the whole fight. A bull in that ring. Bivol did great for his fight. For what people were saying wasn't happening. A lot of people started saying that Beterbiev was going to knock him out. I started hearing that going around. Bivol put in there and he showed that he belongs, that he's a man amongst boys, that they both are a man amongst boys. But I just think when it came to pressure, I just think that Beterbiev did win in the end. When I first saw the fight, watching it live, I thought Bivol won. That's what I think. But after seeing everything, after seeing the scorecards, which I'm showing right now, I should have showed them earlier too. I do believe that Beterbiev did win the fight. And what I'm saying is not a robbery. There is no robbery. It's a close fight. It's never a robbery because it comes down to the personal opinion of the judge. What do they prefer more in a fight? What do they want to see more? Pressure was all Beterbiev. He threw more punches too, Beterbiev, because a lot of times Bivol would hold in and he would store his energy for later on. When, I mean, at the end of the day, you're losing rounds in a really close fight that you can't afford to lose. Will we see a rematch of this fight? I think we have to. No rematch clause, whatever. No, who cares? This has to be a rematch. These two had to go at it again because that was a beautiful fight. Beautiful fight. That's the kind of stuff you want to see. A 50-50 fight. We don't see a lot of 50-50 fights anymore. Usually someone ends up getting beat up. But a fight like that, where no one truly knows who won, that's something we got to see again. Thank you guys for listening. I'll talk to y'all later.